All right, Phoenix, got some recording here for you. Hopefully this works. Okay. So let's just watch a few things. All right. So I don't know where we were in the whole history of the stroke here, but you can see the boat falls down to port side rather severely. So we got a couple issues here. All right, one is nesting. So just look at arms away, you're not nested. So I'm thinking maybe an index card or something that you can maybe have like a laminate sleeve that you could put on your rigger. But just kind of know as you're coming away here, the boat is relatively set, although there's because your left hand is so high, the left blade is dragging, the starboard blade is dragging. I think this might have been after a piece, so there's just a little bit lackadaisical on the arms coming out and the body rocked over. So let's look at another stroke, which you can see the boat fell off pretty hard there to port side. And remember, if we're not if we're not coming, I don't know what I was going to say. I like the finish there on the port side, but I'd like to have a little bit more down and away with both of these, because you can see they're starting to flop on the water there. So we're going to do some pauses at arms away with nesting, and some quarter feather work. But you can see like we're not really fully extended. We started out pretty good on some of our drills on Wednesday, but so and you're at half slide and we're not square. Oh, that's probably half. You're just beginning to square. So we need to be, see, your knees are over your hands, or your hands are over your knees, causing your blades to be too close to the water. As soon as those knees are coming up, we want to be fully rocked over, or almost rocked over, hands more fully extended so we can spread and be squaring so that we're done being squared right there. So we're just beginning the square. Now, here's something I like. Right there, when you go to connect to the water, the shoulder blades go down, and I like that a lot. But as you were traveling, look at how I don't see as much neck and your shoulders are by your ears. I wish this had a better sense of your chest out, your shoulders down, your shoulder blades down, your neck longer, and you're pushing the handles, spreading them away from each other like a big giant potato chip bag, but your chest being up. And those catches look pretty good. And then that looks pretty tidy. Little bit of early body opening. I like to see that still be there in that angle through there. So you see how we're opening up a little early. And then, yeah. All right, so good. So we'll work on some quarter feather stuff. It'd be nice if that were more in the fingers. You can see our feather is very wristy, and you have no pressure down on the handle pushing down, so then your blades just kind of flop coming off of the water because you're trying to hold them. And even with these lighter oars, So we got to work that through that a little bit. So I think this you can see too, like that body angle looks good, and I just want to spread out. But right, I would like your body angle to still, I'd like your body angle to be there at the point that your legs are there. Just a little early, opening up, pretty stacked through the drive. Look how deep, see the shaft, how good it looks on port side, but look how deep that is on starboard side. I mean, look at there, that's probably deep enough right there. Right there. So look at that handle path. And do you see how those handles will be pulled through the knees? So just look like if your knees were still there, and that I know you're beginning to push, but the knees were there. So the handles are going to go right through where those knees used to be. But that left hand especially, look how high that's getting, especially right through there. And I think a lot of that is, I don't see a lot of neck. So we got to learn how to pull lower down. Tomorrow afternoon, you'll have cable rows. So hopefully you can work on a lower handle path. All right, so let's just look at this one in real time. This is real time. Yeah. All right, and then let's see. I think it was this one. Yeah, let's take a look at this one. All right, so finish a stroke. But look at where we're at. So there's your head, and the elbows are below the handles. So we need those elbows up. And now the blades have kind of, look at that on the right hand side, on your port side, look how your blade is slapping water, like it's coming here. And then as the blade is going to go back towards the bow, you're hitting the wave and dragging those blades. And now look at that really severe stacking, not nesting. And then the elbows, look at where your knees are at, the elbows, there's your knees coming up, and the elbows, they could be more extended. And then look at the shoulders relative to the ears. Look how high your knees are. We should be already squared. And then I think what's happening is the suddenness, instead of the gradualness of squaring early, the suddenness of it sends the handles down. And then that's the moment that they're the closest to the bow. Port side's not too bad, but you can see starboard side, your left hand, it misses some water. And now look at that position. Look at how long your neck is. Look at right here, it's kind of, your shoulders are shrugged up, but then your neck gets long here. That's good connection, good connection, good connection. Got a little diggy. Look how I can see your shirt between the two hands. So maybe we put some tape over your right knuckle. I think I might have some athletic tape in my toolbox over your right knuckles to kind of keep that from, if you're going to scrape them with your fingernails. And then, well, the elbows kind of stayed up there. That was better, but again, not nested. So you're going to have to kind of like hold the port handle, the right hand, back a little bit and let that left get out. And then from here, you're going to need about 5 to 7 degrees downward angle. So instead of just having the hands go straight out, it's almost like you're aiming right for your speed coach. Aim down towards your speed coach so we can get these blades off the water so that knees are popping up. So we should see the beginning of squaring. And so as the knees are coming up, left is in front of right, and as the knees roll, I should see some beginning of square. No square, frame, no square, no square, no square. There we go, and we're at half slide. So we're just squaring too late. And then I would also say, because we're not squaring early, you don't have enough room on your left side because of the height of that left hand to square. So then when you go to square, you're like, I know I don't have enough room, so I'm gonna lower that handle. So look at where and then you see we're kind of rowing it in. So we'll work on that. We'll work on that. All right. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to turn this off.